Woodfield Mall is a shopping mall in Schaumburg, Illinois that opened in 1971. If you've clicked onto this video, then you know what today is. It's Monday, Mall Madness. Every Monday I'll be releasing a new video on a defunct or maybe not so defunct mall and its history. Make sure you stick around at the very end of the videos. I'd like to see if you, the viewer, are paying attention. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell so you get notified of my latest mall video, defunct store, or my Throwback Thursday videos. Leave a suggestion or a comment for a future video. Thanks. The Woodfield Mall opened on September 9th, 1971. Ground was broken for Chicagoland's 19th shopping mall on October 8th, 1969. Woodfield Mall is named after former Sears board chairman General Robert E. Wood and Marshall Field, company founder of Marshall Field Department Stores. The 2 million square foot mall is located about 27 miles from the Chicago Loop, located in the northwest Chicago suburb of Schaumburg, Illinois, at the intersection of Gulf Road and Interstate 290. It was built on 191 acres of prairie land previously occupied by farms, cows, and a village tavern. The official grand opening of 28 inline stores was held on September 9, 1971. Vincent Price was the master of ceremonies. Singer-actress Carol Lawrence and Robert Acker, mayor of Schaumburg, were also in attendance. Music was provided by the Conant High School Marching Band. By the end of September, there were 59 stores in operation, including Lerner Shops, Casual Corner, The Limited, Stride Right Shoes, Genghis Formal Wear, and Walden Books. At year's end, Woodfield Mall covered 1.6 million leasable square feet and housed 160 stores and services. Anchoring the Woodfield Mall was a two-level, 373,000 square foot Sears. It opened in August 4th, 1971, as the largest store in the chain. Marshall Field's three-level, 330,000 square foot unit began business on September 8th, 1971, as the chain's third largest suburban store. The third anchor was a two-level, 299,000 square foot JCPenney, which opened on October 6, 1971. It was also Penney's largest location. The Woodfield Mall was the largest mall in the United States at the time of its opening. Ground was broken for the first Woodfield Mall expansion in October of 1972. This project would also add a two-level, 118,000 square foot Lord & Taylor. The expansion also added 25 inline stores, as well as a 25,000 square foot Woodfield Ice Arena. When dedicated on October 2, 1973, the addition had increased the gross leasable area of the mall to approximately 1.9 million square feet and now contained 189 stores. 3 separate cinema complexes would operate in or around the shopping hut. First was the ABC Great States Woodfield 1 and 2 theaters, which opened at the southeastern outparcel on July 30th, 1971. Next came the ABC Great States Woodfield 3 and 4 theaters, another freestanding venue. It showed its first features on May 25th, 1979. Sbarro's would open in 1984, as well as A&W opening in 1985. I used to go to this mall from 1982 until 1985. My mom would take me to Marshall Field's, as well as the McDonald's there. I loved going into the glass elevators and walking around the huge center court. The Sears at the Woodfield Mall was where my mom bought me my first cassette tape, Michael Jackson's Thriller. In the early 1980s, the Ice Arena was rebuilt as the Plitt Theater's Woodfield Mall Theaters. This fiveplex opened for business on June 21, 1985. A second Woodfield Mall expansion was announced in March of 1993, with construction getting underway later in the year. 20 inline stores opened on March 3, 1995. A three-level, 215,000 square foot Nordstrom's opened for business in 1995. A new two-level, 124,000 square foot Lord & Taylor replaced the circa 1973 store. The original Lord & Taylor was gutted and reconfigured as inline store spaces. These opened in late 1995. With this latest remodeling, Woodfield Mall encompassed approximately 2,224,000 leasable square feet and contained 288 stores and services. Woodfield Theaters 1 and 2 and Woodfield Theaters 3 and 4 at the perimeter of the mall near Gulf Road both were closed and demolished in the 1990s, replaced by additional retail. In October of 1994, a three-story parking garage attached to Marshall Fields opened. TGI Fridays opened northwest of the mall. Hooters would open in the surrounding area a year later in 1995. Also, did I mention in 1991, Woodfield opened 23 more stores, including the Disney Store. And then in 1995, Rainforest Cafe was added to the mall in October of that same year. In June of 1997, a stir-crazy restaurant opened between Sears and Marshall Fields. Joe's Crab Shack opened on the northeast edge of the mall the same year. IKEA would open a three-story location across from the Woodfield Mall on November 18, 1998. Multiple restaurants would open in 2001, Red Robin in the Lord & Taylor wing and the Cheesecake Factory in the JCPenney wing, along with the Olive Garden outside the mall. An Apple store opened in the Lord & Taylor wing on August 24, 2001. The following year, Hot Topic opened on the second floor on the JCPenney wing on September 18, 2002. In 2004, the fountains, the waterfall, and the aquariums were removed from the mall. P.F. Chang's China Bistro and Texas de Brazil opened at the mall in 2005, bringing the restaurant count within the mall to 38. In September of 2006, following the acquisition by Macy's, Marshall Fields closed and reopened as Macy's. As the 2000s rolled along, many more stores would be added to the mall. Forever 21, Longhorn Steakhouse, H&M, Microsoft Store, Lululemon, Interium, Ruby Tuesday, Chipotle Mexican Grill, Blaze Pizza, Shake Shack, Jimmy John's, Block to Bricks, and countless other stores. On September 20th, 2019, a man drove a black Chevy Trailblazer through an entrance door of the Sears and began driving through the store and into the main concourse of the mall, crashing into kiosks and multiple other stores. No injuries were reported, but the mall was temporarily on lockdown due to the incident, as well as a concurrent but unfounded reports of an active shooter. The suspect was arrested on the spot and charged with terrorism. In August of 2020, Lord & Taylor closed its location in the Woodfield Mall. On November 14, 2021, Sears closed. The location was the last remaining Sears store in Illinois, following 50 years of operation. Congratulations, you made it this far into the video.
When I find you.
Pop quiz, hotshot.
So let's see how close you were paying attention to my video. So how many anchor stores closed in this mall? So if your answer was 3, give yourself a hand. You were paying attention. Thanks for watching. So what do you remember about this mall? Be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment or a suggestion for a mall from your childhood, or how about your favorite mall? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the E Chang channel.
Declaration of Independence. And now we'll go to our social phenomenon editor, the voluptuous Abra Anderson. Are you there, Abra?
I'm here, Bob.
Okay.
Now we want to recognize a kind of social phenomenon that's taking place, and that is the emergence of the shopping mall as a new kind of all-purpose civic center. Massive enclosed shopping malls are blossoming all over the country, and while they may differ in size, shape, and architecture, they share a general characteristic. They're attracting oodles of people. The biggest indoor mall in the country is right around here, the Woodfield Shopping Center, out on Route 53 and Gulf Road, northwest of O'Hare Airport. And we took a trip to Woodfield to try and give you some idea of why so many people go there.
This is outside the Woodfield Shopping Mall that's located in Schaumburg, Illinois. There is space here to park 10,000 cars, and on some days, most of the spaces are filled. A few years ago, none of this. The huge indoor mall, the vast parking lot, existed. But a place like this was inevitable when you consider the population shift to the suburbs, an automobile-oriented society, the success of smaller shopping centers like this, and what appears to be a need for a lot of people. That is, a nice, comfortable place to hang around and see other people. So, after 2 years of construction, the Woodfield Shopping Mall was opened in the fall of 1971. The basic element here is retail stores, almost 200 of them now, and they're adding new ones along the way. But that's only one reason why people come here. This place is also kind of a community center that offers various forms of amusement, recreation, and education. On a busy Saturday, nearly 200,000 people might visit this place, and most of them would be here for a good part of the day. The big Woodfield Mall is about 3 city blocks long. There are 3 levels to this thing, and some people actually do come here just to take a long walk in nice surroundings. What you're seeing here is a rather normal Friday at Woodfield. It's not really crowded on this day, but as we tour the place, it's obvious that there are a lot of people around. The designers of Woodfield were well aware that many adult shoppers have children. For one thing, there's a babysitting service here where you can park a child under supervision for $1.25 an hour. We dropped in at a time when some youngsters were being creative with foam shave cream. Along with the babysitting service, they also offer a child development center for ages 2.5 to 6. This is sort of an educational daycare service that costs $35 for a full 40-hour week. Some more temporary activities for children include this do-it-yourself escalator, and a huge fish pond with its own waterfall that you can walk under. Another popular feature in this kind of mall is a public ice skating rink where non-shoppers can kill off an hour or two. There are also 2 movie theaters and 20 restaurants available here. The original theory behind an all-purpose shopping center was that it would attract people who wanted to get a lot accomplished in one trip. For instance, a woman could shop at several stores, get her hair done, and eat a meal or 2 without having to move her car around. And a man could get some shopping done and have his car serviced at the same time. But malls like Woodfield here have become much more than just convenient places to do business. We do not have statistics on this, but it was obvious to us that a lot of people, young and old, come here just to have a pleasant place to go. If nothing else, This is a spacious, well-lit indoor park where someone could wander for several hours just to see some other human beings who will not harm them. The 4 main courts at Woodfield each feature a distinctive piece of sculpture. There are also real flowers and trees in this place. And a Greek amphitheater for concerts, style shows, beauty pageants, and in this case, a preview showcase for new model cars. And perhaps most important of all, there are numerous places to just sit and do nothing, but maybe listen to the steady flow of music that fills this entire mall. They have 249 speakers here, and the music is programmed to fit the time of day. Bright, lively music for late morning, soothing music for the afternoon, and then fast music for the evening crowd. Some urban affairs experts predict that shopping malls like this will fill even more needs for people in the future. Needs like psychological counseling, medical care, churches, and reference libraries. In other words, one-stop service for just about anything you could possibly want.
You know, before we did that, I didn't realize that the shopping centers were social meeting places and hang-around places. It's very nice out there. Have you been out there?
No, I haven't yet. I'd love to be a kid and just go down that slide and play with all the shaving cream.
Oh, yeah.
I think it looks terrific.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Apparently, we filmed that, about 4 or 5 weeks ago. They have more stores now, and it's growing. Do you know why something like that would happen, a phenomenon like that? You get an enclosed shopping center, and all of a sudden, people just flock like crazy.
Well, we're late on it. They've been doing them in places like Montreal for years, and more people are moving out to the suburbs, and it's just a natural thing. You know,
Yeah.
I'd rather go there than come down to the Loop any day.
Yeah, I suppose so.
If I lived in
yeah.
Schaumburg or someplace like that.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for the shopping center. We have one more film piece coming up after the commercial. We'll show you how a debugging operation is done.